I have so much I want to show you guys. So much. I am so seriously excited about the different changes I'm making. Okay, I'm getting more and more professional in my, not only in the resin, but also in my, I'm trying to think what it's called. More and more professional in my resin, but not only my resin, I'm also going to be putting on uh, uh, the rings and necklaces and stuff like that. Would you guys like to see? Okay, it's being a little bit of a cantankerous little thing. Would you like to see? Hmm. There we go. Would you like to see the boxes I am putting the rings and the earrings and the necklaces in? Let me know in the comments, please, or in the chat box. I'd love to know if you guys would like to see that. Hi, Helen. How you doing, hon? Okay, I have so many things I want to show you. Are you excited? I made this little sweet thing. This is a butterfly I handmade out of wire, and there's my coffee on the so um up here, up here.
Okay.
I think it'll work. So here, this is okay. I said that I handmade something, so I did. This little butterfly was handmade by me. See, isn't it cute? I'm planning on putting resin on it and then either making it into a cover minder or into a brooch. Let me know your thoughts. Now, we're going to first start with business, and then we're going to start with crochet. Well, not crochet. Well, yeah, I'm going to show some crochet, and then we're going to start with sewing. Okay. Now, you know this was still on its little thing. You know this was still on its little thing right here. So, yeah, this is still on. It's good to see you, Helen, by the way. But this was on its little holder. Oh, thank you. It's not done yet, but it will be beautiful. I hope. It's going to be made out of resin, pure resin, after I'm done. Although I have a lot of butterflies that are made out of pure resin, like real pure resin. But this would be wire and resin. But this is going to be on my shop. Just showing you. Now, this is the new setup. Yes, salt and pesto. Okay. This is how I'm going to have the earrings in. And this is how I'm going to have the necklaces and bracelets in. Oh.
Is it pesto in there?
Kind of like that. That's how I'm going to have that set up. What?
Is there pesto in
Um, not
there? Okay, so where are the new ones? In the cupboard?
in the cupboard. On the milk side. And this is what I'm going to be putting the rings in. So you can see the rings. That will be added onto my website soon with the different sizes and everything. I still haven't put these in there yet, which is the necklaces. Well, not necklaces, but not brooches. Help me here with what I'm trying to say. But the little.
The,
Okay, cool. I'll eat it soon. But that will be the. What are they called? The pendants that will be in there. But at the moment, I don't have any way of putting the pendants in there yet. Thought you would like to see that. But I'm excited because this is actually going to start up. I'm actually going to be doing this business. I'm so excited. So I do plan on making homemade or handmade butterflies like this onto my website. But it has to have resin in it. It has to have resin in it, and it has to have Murgles. What's going on with my computer? It's cold today. It's been cold pretty much this whole week. Um, so I'm excited about this. Absolutely 100% excited about doing this one right here. Um, and this was actually handmade by me. I'm just making it out a little bit more like that. Yeah, that looks better. That looks more like the butterflies. So that's being handmade. But I wanted to show that. Now there's one more that I made, and it's the two crochets. I made this last night. More of that. I made this last night. I'm keeping track of what I have done. This is number 14 of my crochet along, and this is amazing. I love this one. This is quite pretty. So that's done, and yeah, it's supposed to look like a flower. Not sure if it does, but I did this last night. It's called the Liana, Liana, and this is supposed to be in the middle of this part right here. So I'm gonna have to have this what you call stretched out. So this is not quite a coaster, but it will be made into a beautiful blanket later on. But what do you think? I think this turned out pretty well. And then the last one I did, the one before that, is this one. So these are square Murgles. What are they called? Square things. So it gives you an idea. Now, my website is it is raring to go. It's raring to go. I'll be adding more things to it. Like, this is my very first project, guys. I want to show you. If Audie remembers this, I made this from a Sophie and Toffee box. Yeah, granny squares. I'm doing all the granny squares for a year. Does that make sense what I'm saying here? I'm making all the granny squares for a year, and then making it into a in don't put the password one in. Oh, password is probably for you guys. But yeah, the the Shopify is up and going, guys. It is actually going. I'm so excited. Um, but I made this Pac-Man, oh my word, 5 years ago. Believe it or not, 5 years ago this Pac-Man was made. And I think I did pretty good on it, to be honest. I love the swirls on the bottom. And that's going to be on my shop. That will be on my shop. That was my very first, second or third. I think I told audience my third resin project I made 5 years ago. So, and it's in great shape. It's going on my website for anyone to buy. You can buy it whatever you want. I also made this, which is not 100% done yet, but and I was looking for the iridescent ones because that's the ones I really wanted on this. I made this little dragon right here. I'm trying to show you what it'll look like. Murgles. Once it's set up with the thing. And that's what it'll look like. But it's not ready yet. But I got it. Of course Audie knows about this. Now I'm setting up customs on my website if you guys want me to make custom made things. Okay. This one's for Audie. I have one more thing I need to add into hers, and she and I need to talk about something later on. These were made definitely for Audie to buy. She loves her ladybugs. Look at those ladybugs. They are so cute. And I can make customized. I really can. I can make customized items for people. Anyone who has dogs or cats or just put on their neck, I guess. I made this. It's what is this one? Ah, there we are. So I can add different things there. So just to give you an idea. And then there's also this that's on there or will be on there. I have to find the other one I made, which was not too long ago. I made one of these. So I made two of them. One was really decorated and the other one's not as decorated. But just showing you things I've made that will be on the website. But there's a lot on there now. I have Murgles. I have the dragons. I have I have a dragon and a bell. I have a lot going on. So, are you guys ready for me to sew? Because I'm ready to sew now. Just wanted to show you some of the things that is exciting for me. So, now, when, if someone, not if, when, trying to think what I'm trying to say here. When a dreamer comes on, let her know that it's the Shopify store because the other one's closed. I closed it because it's just too much money. I don't have $88 to spend. An extra $88 to spend. So what we're going to do is I also need to fix the neck. Now, have you ever did a sewing project where your neck did not come out right? Please let me know, because mine sure did. Okay, now I'm looking for my needle. Once I find my needle, I'm ready to go. Not finding my needle. I had it. It was here. So I have I could work on the neck first, I think, maybe, possibly. Because the neck I kind of messed up on. So I could make like little squares and do the neck right here and fix the neck because like I said, it's a little not exactly my size, if that makes sense, guys. So I could fix the neck right here, cut this in half, and use that. I think that might be a good idea. Okay. So, yeah, if you ever mess up your neck, easy way of doing it, cut cut material. This is going to be slow. So I didn't need to cut it. Ah, now it's going. And like I said, next week, or hopefully this week I want to finish this up. I really want to finish this outfit up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sew right here because I don't want that little, and then this side will be right over here on this and sew this up. Take this and sew it up like right here. We'll figure it out. But I do have, wonder what I did with my needle. That's gonna drive me bonkers. Oh, I found my needle. I had it right here too, guys. I really did. Okay, it's not there. Have you ever done that where you misplace something and you wish you didn't misplace it and that did not need to be on there? I am misplacing my needle. I need that needle to get any further. No, I don't want to print this. Okay. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So I do want to work on this. I gotta figure out what I did with my needle. This is frustrating. Oh boy. Would you like to talk to Jeff for a second while I figure out what happened to my needle? What happened to my needle?
I give up. What?
I don't know.
You eated it.
No, it was right on here. And it was right on here. I don't think it fell on the floor. Jeff, just speak to the people for a second while I figure out what happened to the needle.
The needle loose.
Yeah, we can't afford to have a needle on the loose. We really can't afford to have a needle on the loose. Here.
Okay. Please be on the lookout for one needle. Needle is described as having one eye and a little sharp and pointy. Consider it armed and dangerous.
Definitely armed and dangerous.
Hello, everybody. How's things? I'm just going to sit here and not move until my wife finds this needle. because I'm telling you, I don't like having needles stuck in me. Now, I'm wearing Ugg boots, so not much chance of getting it in me, but, enough.
I remember
Can't
seeing the
advise it.
needle.
Have you been using the needle this morning?
No, not really using it per se,
Did
but
you deliberately put it up there this morning?
yes.
Hmm.
It
This
could
could
be
be
anywhere in here.
interesting. Are you going to use the needle?
I have to use the needle.
Have to use the needle. Otherwise, this video is going to be very short. Is it on the floor, by any chance?
Not that I remember.
Not that you would have put it there. But
No. I wouldn't have put it there.
you can just imagine it, can't you? Let's just put this needle, I don't know, on the floor, where we'll find it later with our feet.
Oh dear. Don't wish that on us.
No, well, you've had one in your foot, haven't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
I can talk about it, but I don't want to
It
talk
wasn't
about
entertaining at all.
it. No.
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 Long
And
before I
no.
met my lovely wife, she stood on a needle and it went all the way through into the bone. It was not a pleasant experience.
Murgles.
I'm in agreement with Helen here. If someone sits on it, I mean, it'll be entertaining for them. They'll know straight after we do because one of us will scream.
Yeah.
So,
I am gonna sew, guys. I am, but I gotta find the needle to sew.
mm-hmm.
And I had the sewing needle right here on the desk. No, that's not the needle.
I'm not sure what you're going to do, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to look for a different needle just so I
Well,
can keep going.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to look on the floor. That's probably the most likely place, ultimately. You keep looking on the desk, or go find another needle.
Yeah, I need the.
I'll look here.
I
It's fine.
need a needle.
The things that happen in life.
Gee, thanks.
I'm talking to the people. Did I say anything to you? No.
Yeah,
Go
explain. Go ahead and tell
Go
her that
find a needle.
I was in. I was living in. I can tell the story.
Uh-huh.
I can tell the story of that needle.
There is so. This is the problem. The desk is too cluttered.
It is, and I'm going to be setting up a cleanup on it because.
Well, I mean, you could do an entire video of cleaning up the desk. Seriously, or the floor.
Yeah, well, on the floor.
Pretty
Where's
sure.
my purse?
I give up. Where?
It's in the car.
I didn't take it out of the vehicle.
It might be in the car.
It might be.
Oh, keep them entertained. I know they love you.
So yeah. I just see what people are saying. Ooh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I can't remember how old she was when she did it. She was still just a child when she stood on the needle. And it really did. It went deep, so deep as she says. They actually had to take her into surgery to take it out. Can't imagine having a needle stuck in my bone under my foot. I mean, that said, I did something similar when my parents were building the porch on one of our places that we lived in for a while. I jumped down off the porch before it was complete, and I landed on one of the metal uprights with my foot where they were going to put the stairs in. That tore open a chunk of my foot. Probably should have had stitches, decided not to. Got over it. It's amazing what children can get over. I would have been something like 12. And I had a relatively innocent upbringing. I didn't even know any swear words at 12. I know far too many now.
I found my purse.
Oh, the purse has been found. Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now all you got to do is find a needle to use,
Yeah.
and pray we don't find the other one in any way that we don't like. Pray that we find it by, seeing it somewhere. I think it was extremely painful.
I found a needle.
You know,
A needle, not the needle, but a needle.
It'll probably end up being practice for You know what I've decided. Whenever we do end up having children, they're never getting Lego.
No.
Lego is out.
Yeah.
And so is anything else along those lines.
Anything sharp.
So it's. I saw someone who had a.
You want to keep talking to them?
Had an interesting take on it. There's a video online. I'm talking. Yeah, go ahead. Don't you've got this stuff there. Anyway, he's called Dad Bod Veteran. I don't know where he found the video, but he's a little funny sometimes, I reckon. And this person was doing some kind of physical challenge. He was jogging on a treadmill, and had someone tip a whole bunch of Lego over it. And this guy referred to this. This is one of the stages in training that all potential fathers must go through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because you're the man. You're the protector. If you, in the case of a fire, cannot run across an entire floor of Legos to get your family out, you're not doing your job. So every man, apparently, at some stage, before they become a father, has to have a bunch of Legos tipped onto a treadmill, and you have to be able to keep going until all those Legos are off the treadmill. Now, I'm not sure how true that is. And no one's ever actually contacted me to have me take this test. So I'm assuming it's just, for some reason, some idiot had a friend of his pour a whole bunch of Legos onto the treadmill. Or maybe the friend thought it was funny. I don't know. So that's the new one. Just found that one. Okay. So we do have a new needle here ready to go. Just out of shot, my lovely wife is busy polishing off a plate of a couple of eggs with some pesto. We're going to learn how to make pesto because we suspect that perhaps the cheese in the pesto isn't doing us any good. Or not doing her any good, because I never eat the pesto. Like, ever, unless she cooks it in something. And it's kind of odd why I don't. I think partly it's because I know my wife loves it so much. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness for magnetic lids. It just fell off. I think I bumped it with the cord from the... the lid to the pesto nearly fell on the floor. So if the needle came this way, it should have stuck to that, shouldn't it? It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she's taking the thing back so you all have fun.
Hello, everyone. Well, I found a needle. That'll work. That will work. Now, I have some good news to tell you. I'm getting some resin. It's being sent to me for free. Thank you, Audie. Thank you, Helen. Now, when I talk and talk, I need it. Oh, yeah, it should rise to the occasion, I hope. And I'm using my old thread. This is the thread I was looking for, and I couldn't find it. So, long story short, I'm sure I'll find the other needle, and I hope it's not anywhere. It'll probably be found when I'm offline, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And hopefully not on the floor, because because I can't afford to have it on the floor and hurting me or Jeff. Sounds like my phone.
Could be.
It does sound like my phone.
Let's hazard a guess.
Yep.
Odds are good, right?
Yep. And I have a meeting on Monday. And I'm excited. So, would you like to see how I will set up the beautiful website? Yes, I have the website. Yes, it is going. And yes, I'm excited. Because I'm not sure Helen saw it. I'm hoping she did, but I'm not sure. Chat's being a pain on. Oh, I hope not either. Now, would you like to hear the story about that needle situation? It was a while back. It was a while back when I did that needle situation. I was in high school. Think it was no. I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade.
Oh, 8th grade, not 8 years old. Okay. I misremembered it.
I get up in the morning.
To be fair, I wasn't there.
No, I don't get up in the morning. I get up in the evening. And I need to go, to the toilet. And I'm like, I stepped on the needle. It broke in half and one went up right to the bone. The other went on the floor, and I found it, and I'm like, oh no, I stepped on a needle. And it didn't register with me that I stepped on a needle that broke in half. All I remember is, ow, 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 I can't walk. This hurts. Mm-hmm. I remember that. So anyways, this is the setup for all the jewelry that will be sold. I hope you guys like that setup, but this is how that setup will be. I can show you this. Earrings will be set up like that. And yeah, that one. Earrings will be mergs will be set up. It was painful. Oh my word, was it ever painful. More earrings. How do you like the setup I made? I bought these on sorry, back to the story. So here I am, a young girl, 8th grade. That's pretty young. I think I was about 15, 14.
When did you start 1st grade? What age?
Well, I started kindergarten at 6, so 1st grade was at 1. And there's that beautiful necklace. Isn't that a gorgeous necklace? So
nobody goes to school at age 1.
No. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Here I am at home, stepped on a needle, and I remember saying to my grandma, I was like, and I'm hopping, by the way, when I do this. I think I stepped on something and I'm not sure what I stepped on. And she's like, what do you mean? I always seem to do that. By the way, here's the beautiful rings. You can open them up, close them down. That's how the rings will look. There's a few nice looking rings here. Here's the one with opal in it. The opal's on the side. And then there's that stone right there. These will be for sale on my website too. But yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So here I am. Stepped on a needle. Didn't know I did at the time. And I'm like, my grandmother says, set your foot down on the floor and start walking.
Not a chance.
I try and I'm like, ow, 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 this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. I can't put my foot down. And so grandma's like, we're going to have to take you to the hospital. Well, they took me to the hospital. They put me under not general anesthetic, but they put my foot in general anesthetic, meaning they numbed it very, very hard. And they did an x-ray on said foot. And guess what? You guessed right. My foot was completely huh. Sorry.
Probably swollen up like a football.
Huh.
Oops.
No.
No oops.
No oops.
That's a good thing. You don't want oops.
They found half a needle at the bone. Not a joke. So, because they found that half the needle by the bone, they're like, we think you need to have surgery. So, I was pretty numbed because they numbed me. And, yeah, long story short, I had half a needle up my bum. They did get the needle out. And, I was excused from PE. They were doing running at that time. I was excused from it. I do not have a scar there anymore. I thought I did, but I have not seen my scar in ages. But then again, I was a young tyke at the time when I did it. Am I putting this in wrong? Of course I am.